Good evening,
Good
sir.
evening, everybody. Welcome to the class of the life insurance, and today that I am going to deal the liabilities are the rights and duties of the insurer. If the time left over there, we will see also the rights and liabilities of the insured or the policy holders. Yes, now I'll mute the stop video. Then we'll see that what I posted on the screen. Can anyone read?
Good morning, sir.
Very morning. Please
Professor
read
Dr.
what I
Muhammad
posted on the
Sahib
screen.
Hussain. Sir,
Under the umbrella,
under the
there
umbrella, a family, wife and husband.
a nucleus family is focusing
Yes.
a modern
That means the protection given to the
Family, wife and husband and 2 children.
insured persons. Either they are the life insurance, or the home insurance, or the car insurance. Am I right?
whole insurance,
Right. Right,
Both
sir.
insurance
Life
and
insurance.
assurance.
whole family.
Both a life insurance and the general insurance.
General insurance, sir.
Okay, now rights and duties, what they are generally that we will see. Know your rights and duties. As a smart consumer, you should be aware of your duties and rights about your policy coverage and claims. Are you not a consumer? Yes?
Sir,
Are you not a consumer when you are buying the policy?
we are your consumers. Yes, sir.
In one way, in another way, you are the consumer. If there is deficiency of the service should be there, you can file a case against the LIC or any insurer company. When you buy a policy, that are the duties. Fill the proposal form yourself correctly and truthfully. It is the basis of the insurance contract. Generally, who will fill the form of the insurance?
Sir,
Who will fill the form of the insurance?
Policy holder, sir.
Agent, sir.
It is the agent only fill the everything would be there. There you have to just put the signatures wherever it is required. So now, don't leave any column blank. Of course, you also check it, what you filled is right or wrong. Don't sign a blank proposal form. Sometimes they will say, put the signature here, put the signature there, put the signature there. The rest of the things we will do it. Better try to see that as much as it can be filled over there, and what are the terms and conditions should be known to you, and it should be clearly mentioned to you by the agent and explained in the language known to you. So it is a duty that don't leave any column blank, don't sign a blank proposal form also. And you will be responsible for any information in this document as it bears your signature. So it is the policyholder's duty would be there. Whatever the signature you do on paper, it will be your responsibility. Disclose all material information about the risk you want to cover. Sir, you said no, sir. Rights and duties of the insurer, you told me no, sir. But you are now dealing the duties of the insured, no, sir. If insurer right is there, a duty on the insured. If the insurer duties are there, then that will be the rights on the Please unmute. If you don't know, please say pass on.
insurer.
Why you are taking that much time? Because if my right means somebody is having the duty. If my duty means somebody is having the right. Is it or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right, sir.
నాకు అధికారం ఉన్నదంటే ఇంకొకరికి he should follow that order. Suppose if I have a duty means somebody is having the right over me. So it is vice versa, it will happen over there. So that is a point which I want to make it out. Yes. Rubina, why do you want to raise your hand? Because I saw that you are raising the hand. It came over there. So now let us see Don't leave any column blank. Don't sign a blank proposal form, and don't disclose all the material information about the risk you want to cover. Select the term of the policy as per your needs. The terms of the policy, because we have the several policies with the several stakeholders in the market now. And select the amount of premium you can afford to pay, because already the fixed amount would be there on the premium. Suppose if you add some rider, of course, premium rate will be increased. So that also fixed over there, like a ready reckoner, like a ready reckoner, fixed over there. This thing will be covered, premium is this much. If this thing also be covered, the premium is this much. So these are the things. Sandhya Rani, you are speaking because you mute it. When you want to speak at that time, you can unmute it, because I
Sir,
can see here.
sir, I am in the bus, sir, so that's why.
Such a bus. Okay. When you want to speak at that time only, you open it. Otherwise, the bus
Okay.
will come to me. Select the amount of the premium you can afford to pay. Then choose between the single premium or a regular premium. So naturally, a regular premium would be there for those which are life insurance, and only 1 year premium would be there for those which is a general insurance. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Sir.
I appreciate.
Exactly right, sir.
Yes, choose your premium paying frequency such as annual or half yearly or quarterly or monthly. This is only for the life insurance. For general insurance, there is no such a thing. Only once premium out.
Yes, sir.
Opt for the electronic payment of your premium ECS for your convenience, safety and records. Then ensure to register nomination under your policy, because when you're making the policy, definitely you have to fill the nomination name. So ensure the register nomination in your policy, fill the nominee's name correctly. See, whenever you're filling the name, you have to fill the correct spelling of the nominee. There may be 2 nominee, 3 nominee, as I told you already. There would be a joint nominee also there. And it depends upon the how you frame the nominee, what are the terms and conditions you put it over there with the insurer. Ensure that your communication details mentioned in the proposal or other forms are correct. In case of any changes at a later stage, the same are informed to the insurer. See, if any changes that you want to make it out, suppose if you want to change the nominee, you can change it. But when you want to change it, you have to go to the insurer and you have to see that it should be changed over there in the bond paper, and a new bond paper would come over there with the change. This is very important, as the insurer send information relating to the various services such as a proposal, registration, claim details, status, etc. So from time to time, you will get the intimation from the insurer in case that you have not paid the premium. So after you buy the policy, what would be that your duty? Once the proposal is submitted, you should hear from the insurance company in 15 days, because once you fill the form and it's filed over there in the insurance company, then the 15 days will be taken in the processing. Then a bond will be come to your house on the registered post. If not, take up the matter in writing. If it is in 15 days are crossed, you did not hear anything, then you put in writing the matter, give the complaint. If any additional documents are asked for, comply immediately. Suppose whenever you're filing it, if any additional document will be needed, like the medical certificate not enclosed over there, then they will ask for the latest medical certificate, not 1 year old medical certificate. Why? Yes?
Health condition time to time changes.
Health condition will change. Time will change. Every year you have to take the income certificate fresh. Why not the cash certificate?
No change of cash, sir.
Every year the cash will
Only
not
one,
change. Only the monthly
only
income
once,
will
sir.
change it. That's why they say. And a latest passport photograph would be fixed over there. That means your physical feature will be reflected in the application form, in the photograph form. Can you keep your childhood photo on the bond paper?
No, sir.
So Once the proposal is accepted by the insurance company, the policy bond should reach you within a reasonable amount of time. So generally the policy bond will reach you through the EMS or register post, like the license of your motor vehicle or PAN card. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. So if not, contact the insurance company about it. Why there would be a delay? When policy's bond is received, check it and be sure that the policy is the one that you wanted. Otherwise, you asked something and they have given something. And please also check the correct spelling of your name and other details, including the nominee spelling. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
yes,
Go
yes.
through all the policy conditions and be sure that these are the same were explained to you by the intermediary or insurance company or agent or official at the time of the sale. Okay, these are all the conditions, sir. We are తెలుసు, sir. We have to put it in sequence, one after another, whose duty and whose right. In case of doubts, contact the intermediary or insurance company or the agent or official immediately for clarification. If necessary, contact the insurance company directly. See, you have to mute it because I am getting the sound from your personal. I am getting the sound. Okay, now maintaining the policy. How the maintaining the policy would be there? Pay your premium regularly on the due dates, oblique within the grace period. If it is a life insurance, if it is a general insurance, it would be there. Premium once paid, paid over. Don't wait for a premium notice. Of course, generally when you will default that you will get the notice. Suppose the time period exceeds over there, they will collect you from the interest also. It is only a courtesy. It is your duty to pay the premium to avoid the lapsation or other penalties. Sir, we did not get the notice, sir, and hence we did not know when our due date is. Can you say so? Can you say so?
No, sir.
No. Because
To
due date
agreement,
is
we have to pay regularly.
because you selected the due. Either biannual or 6 monthly or quarterly, it is you selected the premium, the mode of premium, interval of the premium. Okay, don't wait for your intermediary or anyone to pick your check up. Suppose if you want to give the check, don't see wait over there. You can just go and write your thing and put your number correctly and you deposit in the, there would be one counter would be there, our box would be there. Then you can just drop in the box. Sometimes no, either you can drop in the box or you can give it to and take the counter slip also. But sometimes no, just you drop in the box only because that is name is written over there, account number is written over there. That is a crossed one. Naturally, only that it goes to the person to whom it is drawn. If there is a change of address or contact details, please intimate the insurance company immediately. Suppose if you are staying in a rented house, now right you changed it, or you construct your own house, then you want to change from the rented house to your own house, when better to bring the knowledge of the insurance company. Sir, what about the Aadhaar card, sir?
Sir, Aadhaar card is unique, national-wide unique identity.
But when you want to change the address, can you change it or not?
Yes, sir.
Answer, you
Possibility
can
is
change
given.
it. If the spelling is wrong, you can change it. If the date of birth is wrong, printed over there, you can change it. Provided you have to show the proof that what is the exact your date of birth.
Yeah, yeah.
So these are all the things that we can make it out. Because sometimes if you have the two residences, Aadhaar card of the Hyderabad and the permanent address in the passport is in the Warangal. So sometimes the problem would be there. So better we should have to make it a uniform. Okay, let us see that nominations. Who will be entitled for the nomination?
Actually, wife, spouse or children.
Yes, even a minor also.
Yeah.
But the guardian name would be put it over there. After the policy is issued, you can change the nomination by the filing a notice of change of nomination and sending them to the insurance company for them to register it in their records. If the nominee is a minor, appoint an appointee to receive any claim paid while the nominee is still minor, means guardian. A nominee, till he reaches or she reaches to the majority. What is the now minimum age for the girl to be married?
18 years, sir.
That is changed.
It is
21,
extended.
sir.
21. What about the
Yes,
boy?
sir.
Just now extended within 3 days back.
What about the boy?
24.
23.
24.
Earlier it is 18, 21. Now 21, 24 means 3 plus 3 added. 3 added.
27.
Okay, get the appointee to sign in the endorsement showing the consent to act as the appointee. Suppose the appointee would be there, act as a guardian and his signature should be there. If your policy lapses, what you have to do? If you fail to pay the premium in time, your policy may lapse. Contact the insurance company for reviving it. Of course, they will charge for the revival charges, including the interest. If you lose your policy bond, report to the insurance company immediately. Here, lose means lost. And get a duplicate policy by the complying with the formalities. You can get the duplicate, but you have to pay for that one. The duplicate policy confers the same right as the original policy bond at the time of the claim. Yes, duplicate is having the same thing. Suppose if you have lost the original certificate in the train or bus, or it will be burned because your house is burned because of the fire or arson or any other natural calamity or catastrophe, at the time that you apply for the duplicate will also act as a main. At the time of the claim, what would you have to do? When do you get that claim? When the maturity period is over or time period is over. Comply with all the requirement for the insurance company, whatever it may say. Whenever required, you should help the insurer in prosecution or for the recovery of claim with the insurance against the third party's right. Suppose the insurance company will not pay you in time and will not listen to you, then you can file a case against the insurance company. Suppose if there is a deficiency of the services should be there with the insurance company at the time that you can file a case in. You can file a case in.
Court, sir.
I said when
Sir,
the deficiency of
ombudsman, sir,
services are
ombudsman.
there. Sir, High Court, sir.
No, sir.
Consumer,
Forum.
Protection.
not forum.
Forum.
That is the new law, we don't say forum now. District Consumer Commission. Okay, now let us see the rights. Let us see the rights. Sanjay Rani, you can mute it. So rights, we can see it. So you have the right to, what right you have? Cancel a life insurance policy within 50 days from the date of receipt of the policy document. Suppose if you want to cancel it, life insurance policy, within 50 days from the date of the receipt of the policy document, if you disagree to any of the terms and conditions, suppose any terms and conditions would not be disagreed to you within the stipulated period of the 15 days, you can, yes?
Cancel.
You have the right to cancel the policy. If you disagree any of the them and terms and condition of the policy, for the health policy, the option of the free look at may be exercised provided that the term of the policy is at least 3 years. Of course, for the health policy, they have put the, of course, once the health policy is given over there with all the records, it cannot be cancelled. It can be insurer going to cancel it. Suppose if it did not disclose any chronic diseases to the insurer. So you can return the policy stating the reason for the objection. Whatever the objection would be there in the policy, which is not revealed to you at the time of the signing, but it is there in the policy at the time with the showing the objection, you can send it back, the reason for the objection. You will be entitled to refund of the premium paid. Whatever the premium that will be paid, it will be refunded to you. But I don't know whether they pay the interest. Yes?
sir.
I think
It is only actual 80% of the amount will be returned back.
Okay. In the case of the default lapses.
Yeah.
Okay, because something definitely they will deduct. Suppose if you book your ticket in the railway ticket, when you want to cancel, there is a cancellation charges are there, and that to be a stipulated time you have to cancel it, not before 2 hours before the train goes. At the time that you lose everything, then the time period would be there when you want to cancel it. In the abortion also same thing. If you want in the medically that abortion should be done, it should be done within. Yes.
Within specified time, sir.
3 months before. 3 months before you have to do for that. If it is medically, it should be abortion should be done. Okay, a proportionate risk premium for the period on cover and the expenses incurred by the insurer on medical examination and stamp duty charges will be deducted. Of course, they will deduct the charges, medical expenses, and stamp duty, and all those things would be taken from you. In the registration also, who has to pay the stamp duty? Registration at the house, who has to pay the stamp duty?
Yes, sir. Stamp duty.
Who has to pay? Government.
Insured may pay.
I say the registration of the house, I said.
Who purchased the house? That person will
All
purchase.
Person
That
who
That
is
person will
purchasing
pay
the house
the
should pay
registration
all
fee,
the
sir.
expenses. Yes, if it is a unit-linked insurance policy, that is a ULIP policy, unit-linked insurance policy, within parentheses ULIP, that is the acronym. In addition, the insurer can repurchase the unit as a price on the cancellation date. Of course, ULIP is there, endowment policy is there, money back policy is there, and mutual investment fund is there. Whatever the amount will come, that will be a royalty or the dividend will be given to the insurer, insured by the insurer. So ULIP policies, you have the right to partial withdrawal. Yes, we can make it out. Like the provident fund of GPF, what do you do? You can ask for the loan for the GPF, 10%, 20%. Is it not? Yes. Can't you take the loan on the
Yes, sir.
GPF, RPF? Even you can take the loan on the insurance. You can take on the loan on the house. Okay, you have the right to partial withdrawal, and you have the right to switch funds, and you can surrender the policy after the lock-in period from the date of the commencement of the policy. Of course, the period of duration will be there. Up to lock-in period, you cannot withdraw it. The nominee or assignee under a life insurance policy has the right to the death claim amount. Yes. Who will claim the amount in the case of the death?
Nominee will claim.
Nominee, sir. Nominee.
Nominee will claim it, the amount. So, who can ask for the alteration in the policy, such as mode of payment premium, means policy holder. Terms of the policy, policy holder. Increase the sum assured, policy holder. And of course, if the policy holder wants to increase the sum, naturally the premium will be the high. And premium redirection, yes, policy holder. But anyway, whatever the thing that a policy holder wants to do, there will be a mutual consent from the
Insurer.
insurer should also be there. Of course, here I put it the rights of the insurer. You can see here. Here, the rights of the insurer. Copy. Then we'll make it out. Then this is chart. What is this chart? Google. Yes, this is the rights of the insurer. What are the insurer's rights? Here we can see. Is it visible? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Can you read this thing? Here I am cursor I am showing.
What are insurance?
The professional indemnity insurance company under parenthesis, in parenthesis,
Under
insurer
no, within
has,
parenthesis.
within parenthesis, insurer has the rights without obligation to take over the defense of any claims against the insured in the latter's place and conduct same. The insurer also has the right to have full discretion while conducting and setting any proceedings.
Proceedings. So the
Okay.
professional indemnity insurance company means insurer then has a right without obligation to take over the defense of any claim against the insured. He can take against the insured in the later place and conduct the same. The insurer also has the right to have the full discretion while conducting the setting and proceeding, because insurer also having the full discretion over the insured, even the insured also full discretion over the insurer, because both the contract are good faith. After taking over the defense, the insurer has the right to relinquish any claim of the same. Means even some of the claims he can relinquish it, because he said if you want to, this claim should be there, the premium would be high, and if you relinquish this claim, the premium would be the less. The cost expended by the insurer to the defense the claim or any payment or settlement made, the insurer will be deducted from the limits of indemnity of the policy. Suppose whatever the amount is given it in the advance, that will be deducted when they are paying the full amount as a compensation. The insurer, if the insurer decides to exercise the right under his sole discretion to take over the defense and to the issued, the insurance liability or obligation shall remain the same under the professional indemnity policy. So, whatever the thing they want to do it, they do it according to the norms which they put it over there where the both parties agreed. That's what I want to say is. Now let us see the case number 1, how it would be there. Case number 1, a builder was given a task of drafting and submitting plans for a large concrete slab which was yet to be the foundation of a large storage building. So a builder was given a task for what? Drafting and submitting a plans for a large concrete slab which was yet to be the foundation of a large storage building. Okay, good. The first draft which he submitted needed some amendments, and therefore the second draft was also submitted. So first draft there is amendment, then he submitted the second draft which was approved by the client. But the client was agreed for that one. Which one? For the second draft. After that, the concrete slab was laid down as per the plan submitted by the policy holder, and the storage facility was also made. So the plan submitted by the policy holder is made and the storage plan facility also be made. However, after a few weeks, cracks started appearing. The cracks started appearing in the concrete slab, and a claim was lodged against the builder. The report of the investigation found that the builder had submitted the first draft instead of the second draft, which was actually approved. So now there is a mistake is given. Whatever the amendment would be made in the first draft, that would be carried out in the second amendment. Yes? Any problem? Shall I proceed? Any problem?
No problem, sir. Yes, sir.
I heard the sound, that's why I stopped it. Shall I proceed? Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Say yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
instead of first draft, the second draft not sent over there. By mistake, the first draft was sent, that was approved over there. Hence, the crack was occurred. So that was actually the approved. To save itself from the long court battle, so a long court battle, the builder opted out of the court settlement with the client and agreed to pay the 10 lakhs. Then the builder paid the compensation. He approached his professional indemnity insurance company. So now, whose mistake was done? Whose mistake it here? The builder has sent the second draft. Instead of sending the second draft, he sent the first draft, and that is approved over there. Because first draft having the some gaps over there, and that gaps made the slab cracked. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
అడిగిన 5 నిమిషాలకు 2 నిమిషాలకు సపోర్ట్ వస్తుందంటే సార్ సౌండ్ విల్ ట్రావెల్ లేట్ సార్ హెన్స్ వెన్ యూ సెడ్ again you have to unmute it, then you have to give the answer that reaches you time. It will take at least 1 minute or 2 minutes, sir. That's why you could hear it after 2 minutes our voice.
Okay, sir.
So now to save long court battle, the builder has ready to give the 10 lakhs to the owner client. When the builder paid the compensation 10 lakhs, he approached his professional indemnity insurance company. Who approached? Who approached? Professional
Builder.
indemnity insurance company.
Here the builder approached, sir.
Indemnity
Builder
insurance
approached or
company,
client
sir.
approached? Sir, we don't know, sir. You tell us. See, I hear it is clearly put it over here. What they say, when the builder paid the compensation, he approached his professional indemnity insurance company. However, as the builder had entered into the settlement agreement without the consent of the insurance company, the insurer refused to settle his claim. As the builder did not take the permission of the insurance company before settling the claim, the insurer rejected the claim. So whatever that the policy holder does, it should be intimated to the insurance company. Who asked you to pay the 10 lakhs rupees to the client? Did the builder
Builder, sir.
inform the insurer? Yes. Did the builder inform the insurer? Say yes or no, sir. We don't know, sir. It is there on the screen. Read the last paragraph of the case 1.
However, as the builder had entered into the settlement agreement without the consent of the insurance company, the insurer refused to settle his claim. As the builder did not take the permission before settling the claim, the insurer rejected the claim.
That means who has not informed to whom?
Builder, sir.
Who is builder? Party, builder party. There are
Third
only
party,
two
sir.
parties in the contract of insurance.
First party, sir.
Repeat.
First party.
Builder is a indemnified. Builder is a policy holder. Are you
Yes,
following?
sir. Yes, sir.
The builder did not inform the insurer when he was paying the compensation to the client, because instead of sending the second draft, he sent the first draft, and the building was made according to the first draft, which is having the lacunae or gaps. So that is the case number 1. Read the case number 2.
Last week a case was filed against Dr. Rajiv Saxena when the family of one of the patients, Ajay charged him under negligence case. Ajay was hospitalized when he started complaining of chest pain. The on-duty Dr. Rajiv started the treatment immediately. However, seeing the deteriorating condition of Ajay, the doctor gave him some medical. However, immediately after the medicine, Ajay fell unconscious and later died. It was found that Ajay was allergic to certain medicines, and without checking it, the doctor gave him medicines which made his condition worse. Being a breadwinner of the family, the sudden demise The Ajay shattered his family. At the same time, his brother filed insurance and he approached the insurance of the claim settlement.
Yes, now you tell me, what was the procedure over here? Because the Ajay did not check it and he gave them, the doctor did not check it and gave the medicine. The duty doctor Raju. To whom? Ajay. Ajay fell it and later on he died. And his brother filed a case because before he is serving the medicine, you should have to check it whether he is allergic to the medicine or not. So now the result is, however, at the time of notifying the claim, Raju did not give complete details of the accident along with the information related to the patient's health condition. Actually, the Raju should have to give that what is allergic to him, what is not allergic to him, and how his condition would be there. The insurer followed Raju and called him numerous times to get the complete information about the Ajay. However, Raju did not cooperate with the insurer. As a result, the claim got delayed by more than 2 months because no information given by the Raju, who is a doctor. At last, the insurer rejected the claim due to the non-cooperation of the Raju. Without material facts about the case, how can Raju expect his insurer to settle the claim? So that was the, he cannot. How can Raju expect his insurer to settle the claim? Raju cannot ask him to settle the claim because it is the fault of the Raju who did not give the full report to the insurer. At that time, he failed to get the money from the insurer. So, whatever the information the insured is having, it should be given to the insurer. That is called principle of why you are keeping quiet?
Insurance policy rules.
See, I told you yesterday class, the entire class I discussed yesterday. Principle of
Insurance.
నిన్నటి క్లాస్ టైటిల్ ఏందండి? Yesterday class, what is the title of the yesterday class?
Sir, utmost good faith, sir.
మరి
Principle of
చెప్తలేరు
utmost
ఏంటి
good
అది?
Oberon Fede.
అదే ఎందుకు చెప్తలేరండి? Each one has to disclose all the material facts to each other, vice versa. And if they did not reveal it, it is the failure on the part of the one party, then another party will reject the claim. Now, who failed here in this case? Case number 2.
Raju failed.
Raju failed to give the full information to the insurer, hence Raju failed to get the compensation from the insurance company. So that is the entire idea. Duties of insurer. Let us see tomorrow class duties of insurer, because now the time is, of course, still time is there, 10 minutes are there, because we started at the 7:10 and now it's only 7:50. Let us see the duties of insurer. Can anybody will read the duties of insurer?
Duties of insurer. What are the primary obligations of the insurer? The primary duties of an insurer in an insurance contract are as follows. Payment of losses. An insured is responsible for indemnifying the policyholder or paying for the losses suffered by the insured or a third party as a result of a covered risk.
Yes. Payment
Example.
losses. Who has to bear the payment losses? Yes. Whatever that is suffered by the insured or a third party as a result of a covered risk, the payment of losses will be made by insurer. Example, see, Lynn gets into an automobile accident. That is his fault. No doubt it is his own fault. The insurance carrier may be obliged to pay the cost of Lynn injuries, the injuries to the other driver, and the cost of damage to both Lynn and the other driver's car. Even though there is a fault in the part of the person who is insured, who has to come to the rescue? Yes? Who has to come to the rescue?
Other party, the driver of other side, sir.
Life insurance company come to the rescue, whatever the fault would be there, either from the insured or from the other person. Later on, the insurance company will step into the shoe of the insured and get the compensation from the person who 100% fault. But first and foremost, the insurance company should have to pay to the victim. Who has to come to the rescue?
Insurer, sir.
Insurer should have to come to the rescue. Suppose if the riots are there, if any damages are there in the riots, and the shops are looted over there, then who has to come to the rescue?
Insurer, sir.
అయ్యా రైడ్స్కి నాయనా మామూలు రైడ్స్కి అదే షాప్స్ అయితే ఇన్సూరర్ అవుతారు మామూలు రైడ్స్ ఉన్నారనుకోండి then if the insurance is there then they will come from the insurance. If the insurance is not there, who has to come to the rescue? Government should have to come to the rescue to pay the compensation. State is held responsible for the riots because state is failed to control the riots. So duty to defend. An insurer is generally has the duty to defend or pay the legal expenses of an insured who is subject to the legal action for the covered risk. Example, Hank has a professional liability insurance for his accounting practice. The insurer will be obliged to defend the Hank if the client brings a civil action against the Hank alleging negligence in his accounting services. Means there will be the duty to defend would be there on the insurance company because the insurance company has taken the liability to defend the insured from any injuries happened by the other party. So duty to defend would be there. Then what about the subrogation? I told you yesterday, subrogation. An insured inherits the identified interest in the insured based upon the occurrence of the covered risk. At the time, the insurer may then seek the recovery or contribution for harm suffered, funds paid to the insured or third party based upon harm to the insured interest. So the majority of the civil litigation in the United States or any other place involves the insurance coverage. Failure of an insurer to comply with its duties under the insurance policy is a common subject of litigation known as a bad faith refusal. Here the subrogation in the sense, suppose the insurance company has paid the amount to the victim, but the insured himself is having no insurance at the time. Of course, no insurance, no one can make it out. But he is a drunken state and he has driven that car. At the time, insurance company will file a case against the driver and see that you are drinking and driving the car. Hence, it is the sole responsibility of you. Hence, he can recover the amount from the person who had the fault. But the first and foremost, the insurance company should have to give the money to the injured. Later on, the subrogation can make it out. Then he can indemnify from the wrongdoer, even though the wrongdoer is the owner of the car himself or the driver. So that is about the subrogation. And our time is 7:56. Rights and duty of policy holder, we will see in the tomorrow class. Rights and duties of the policy holder in the detailed manner. Who is the policy holder?
A person who paid,
Indemnified, sir.
who paid the
Indemnified or insured.
Or
So let us see in
promising.
detail the insured or indemnifier or the policy holder rights and duties in tomorrow class. But when you come to the class, at least read what are they. I told you that only 2 players are there here. Number one, insured. Number two, insurer. Number third, victim. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
Is it, sir?
Whoever fault may be. Whoever fault may be. If a person is injured, then who has to come to the rescue?
Policy holder, if he neglects his policy, he is the
Policy holder
Policy.
come to the rescue, or the insurance company should have to come to the rescue?
Insurance, sir.
Insurance company
Insurance.
comes to the rescue, whoever fault
Yes,
it
sir.
may be. Later on, insurance company step into the shoe of the insured and file a case against the person who had the 100% fault, including the owner. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
So that is the thing which will come into the subrogation. But contribution is concerned, I already told you in yesterday class also. Suppose the same subject matter is insured by the three companies, insurance companies, the ICICI Lombard and the HDFC, and again the example which I have taken is the SBI. The three insurance are there. The subject matter is the same. But if it is got injured over there, the subject matter, or got damaged over there, then the insured can claim either from the one insurance company or making the party of the same contribution with the three insurance companies. In case ICICI Lombard has paid the full amount of damage which is agreed as per the contract, then ICICI Lombard can ask the contribution from the three examples I have given. Number one, ICICI Lombard. Number two, HDFC. Number three, SBI. Who are they? Who are they?
There are three companies.
insured.
Insurers, stakeholders. Then the ICICI Lombard paid the full amount to the insured. Then ICICI Lombard having the right for the contribution from
The SBI and HDFC.
Why you are taking that much time? When I told you three are the stakeholders there, insurers.
Yes, sir.
When I gave the example also, ICICI Lombard paid the full amount to the insured. Then ICICI Lombard is having the right for the contribution from the HDFC insurance company as well as the SBI company. That is called principle of contribution. There the insured cannot get the total amount from the ICICI Lombard, again the total amount from the HDFC, then the total amount from the SBI. I can share it the samely, the total amount will be agreed over there, or any one of the insurer will pay it, and that will be again contribution made to the insurer by the other two insurers. So that was the thing. And with this, I would like to stop with the today's class. Please, you read the how many actors are there, how many players are there, who are